Hello everyone. Welcome to this introduction to game design. Today I'll be talking a little bit about what game design is, what you can do as a designer in the gaming industry, and we'll get a little glimpse about the design of games. So let's start with what game design is. It is essentially the art of applying design and aesthetics to create a game for entertainment or educational, exercise, or experimental purposes. I'm guessing you've played some games or the other on your phones or your PCs or your laptops, maybe on your Nintendos, your PSPs, your PlayStations, and Xboxes. Sure. You probably would have noticed there are some games in a 2D outlook and some games in a 3D outlook. Their designing processes are pretty similar, but of course there are some differences, but we'll get into that later. So let's try to understand now what roles you can have as a designer in the gaming industry. The first person who actually conceptualizes everything is the concept artist. What they do is that they visualize the creatures, the characters, the environment, the entire storyboard, and come up with the concept of the game. Next is a 2D graphic artist. These artists work on a 2D platform or in a 2D outlook, and their job starts after the concept artist has given their ideas. Similarly, a 3D graphic artist does the same, just in a 3D outlook. They take notes from the concept artist and discuss things with them and come up with their own variation or their own style of what is required. After all the characters are made, they need to move, right? They can't just stand still. This is where a small step comes before animating. There's a rigging artist. What they do is they provide joints and movement points to make it easy for the animator to animate the objects or the creatures or the characters in the scene. Now let's come to the animator. This job takes the most amount of time and is probably the most fun thing to do. The animators have a superpower to bring your character to life. They're honestly like God. Now let's talk about the UX UI designer. This person has the most important part in the gaming design industry. Their design decides the flow of the game. What comes on the home page? What needs to be clicked to go where? What page comes after which page? What does the screen look like? All of this responsibility is on the UX UI designer. They work on the experience of the games for the users. All the special effects that happen after the character is being animated is done by these VFX artists. All the sparkles, the fires, the wind coming out of a person's body, their aura, and all of these special effects are done by these people. Great, now you're done with understanding of what the gaming industry has and what all scope you have as a designer in this industry. I hope that gave you some insights, and I hope to see you working as a game designer very soon.